This year, World Day for Decent Work is being celebrated under the theme End Corporate Greed. That is where millions of workers through our International Trade Union Confederation, Union Network International, and the International Transport Federation will be lobbying for conditions under the theme End Corporate Greed. To a very large extent, areas of focus in other parts of the world will be on global supply chains and export processing zones, where a number of extremities or excesses in bad labor practices are observed. But the Barbados Workers Union has elected to observe this theme by focusing on workers who face intimidation in the workplace because they are working under temporary contracts and who, as a result, are being denied the right to job security, mainly for reasons of financial convenience to their employers. We are well aware that there is and has always been a business case that can be made for temporary work, especially in circumstances where, for example, that work is because a substantive job holder is on leave of one kind or another, or where a project has been identified and the work must be executed within a fixed time frame. However, this is not the kind of circumstance to which the Barbados Workers Union is raising the alarm. We have, for a number of years, presented to the level of the social partnership a situation in which we had been observing a trend towards fixed term contracts, for instance, and a number of persons were suffering abuses under these contracts. The Employment Rights Act, which was proclaimed just a couple years ago, has come into a place to address, and it addresses a part of the Barbados Workers Union's concern, the concern that relates to what happened to workers on contract in instances of redundancy. So it addresses that particular factor, but our concern in the Barbados Workers Union is not to protect workers if they're being made redundant, although that is a concern. Our major concern is with workers who are in employment and to prevent them from having to reach the stage of redundancy. So there are several concerns which still remain that the law does not address.